Alright everybody, here's the deal. Finally got a chance to work on a car with all original parts. Right down to the spring, all the brackets, everything on this car was 100% original. And I've learned a couple of things that I didn't know before. And one of them is, once all your linkages together, and that's just a drawing I can show you if you need to put that together. I didn't realize how important this spring was. This spring here is actually what I believe holds the car in gear. When you feel that click, that comes from this spring, and I originally thought it was from the belt tension, but it's not. And the way I prove that to myself is I can lock the car in with even no belt on it at all. And it stays in. Everything's good. No belt tension. So just getting these two brackets and this spring right, and getting enough, you got to have a lot of tension on this spring. I've been buying springs that are too big. Of course, they don't work. I don't get that tension. You don't get that click. So just by rolling this back and forth and bringing this up and down, you can get that adjusted. Pull your handle back. Make sure you can get in reverse. Sometimes this will bind up on you, so you got to put it in these in position where that spring doesn't bind up, and you'll also get that thing to click in. 100% no belt. So then, second thing I do, put it in gear. You can get that belt on there, and then roll it back, and now you can click it in. And using this screw, you can adjust the belt tension, and I've already done mine. So I've got a little bit of wiggle on it. That minimizes the tension on the bushings in the transmission and also the bushing in the motor. So having the ability to adjust that and stay locked in will save your transmission and your motor bushings. So that was good to know. And if you need to adjust you can loosen this screw up. That'll loosen your belt. If the further down you go, of course, the more tight it'll get. Okay, then after that's all adjusted, now I'm going to adjust my brakes. But what you want with the brakes is you want with the handle all the way up. You're going to want that shoe to come into the tire, press into the tire about 3/8 of an inch, and then as it cams and locks in, you want it to still be in the tire about 1/8 to 1/4, no more than 1/4. So let me get that done and I'll show you. Alright, so you look here, we got our lever, pull the lever up, and you'll see that sink into the tire, and then when it locks in, handle straight up, we're still in the tire about 1/8 of an inch. So that locks us right up. So now, because this is a fiberglass car, we've got this fancy bracket here, and what happens is when this bracket comes down, the top of this bracket here on a steel car butts into the bottom of the seat, and that keeps the handle from falling down on the fender. So with that being a metal body, it really doesn't much matter. Alright, so now the fiberglass cars have a bracket that goes on here, and what that does is it keeps the bracket from coming up. So once the fenders are on and the car gets assembled, this bracket will go on there. That keeps this flag out of the bottom of the seat. So to protect the fiberglass. So all the fiberglass cars should probably have one of these. If they don't, they're easy to make. I would make one. Protect the bottom of that seat. They're fragile enough as it is. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Spring is what locks you in. Get it adjusted properly, then put your belt on and get your belt tension proper. Go back and check this again, make sure they're both good. When you adjust one, you'll move the other a little bit, so you might have to go back and forth a little bit. Get the belt tension right, get enough spring tension on it to lock you in, and then go and adjust your brakes, and everything should be good. Now I'm basing that off of all original parts except for I had to make this collar, this locking collar, because the other one had to be cut off. It was so rusty, it was absolutely ridiculous. Everything else, all the springs, even the nuts are new, but all the springs, all the rods, everything, brackets, this is all original equipment. So it was exactly the way it come out of the factory, and I think this is exactly the way it's supposed to work. So let me know what you think. Contact me in the group if you think you found an error or something I said you don't think is right. If anybody worked at the plant while they were building these, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, because I've been trying to figure this stupid thing out for about 2.5, 3 years. So I think I finally got it. So let me know what you think, people.